Another credible article from Talk Sport says boxing news. Tyson Fury says he's 1,000,000% sure Andy Ruiz Jr. KOs Anthony Joshua again in the rematch. Tyson Fury has declared that he is 1,000,000% sure, confident Andy Ruiz Jr. will knock out Anthony Joshua again when they meet in their rematch. It was announced last week that the second fight is scheduled for December 7th in Saudi Arabia. Though Ruiz is now disputing this, Tyson Fury has put his prediction on record. Regardless, both parties accept that rematch will happen next, and Fury can only see one outcome. Reflecting on their first bout, the Gypsy King told First Take, "I'm a big believer in when one door closes and another one opens. It was all about Joshua at the time when he was fighting Ruiz. Nobody gave Ruiz a prayer. But now it's about Ruiz, and I believe Ruiz does exactly the same the second time around." I 100% disagree. When asked if he anticipated another knockout, Fury continued, 1,000,000%. I thought Ruiz won every round in that fight. It wasn't a fluke punch like Hassan Rockman and Lennox Lewis. Then in the rematch, he turned up, didn't get hit with a punch and knocked him out. He clearly lost the rounds. He was getting outboxed, he was getting outfought, and then he got knocked down 3 times, 2 to boot. Tyson Fury is an idiot. So I don't see him really improving, not unless he comes out on his toes and tries to do a Tyson Fury and slip out the way, which he doesn't have the body type or the boxing ability to do. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is throwing shots at each other. Fury is lined up for a rematch with Wilder next year. Fury had an announcement of his own on Tuesday as he revealed he will be facing Otto Wilder on September 14th in Las Vegas. That's a criminal act for Tyson Fury to be facing Otto Wilder. Tyson Fury should be thrown in jail for fighting this guy. It's disrespectful to the boxing fans. After this, he will either fight again in December or wait and rematch Deontay Wilder early next year. In the first Wilder fight, a Brit, here we go with another bias. In the first Wilder fight, the Brit outboxed his opponent for the majority, but vulnerabilities were exposed when he was knocked down twice. Fury sees this as proof nobody is invincible, and so admitted that AJ does have some hope against Ruiz. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua 2 is scheduled for December 7th. He concluded, "The only prayer that Joshua got to be in, Andy Ruiz catching him like he did when he knocked him down and jumping on him and getting out of there. We've seen it before. No one is invincible. It only takes one punch in the heavyweight division. But if he doesn't land that punch early on in the fight, I don't believe he wins. I think Ruiz wins again." So there you go. Tyson Fury makes his prediction. He thinks Anthony Joshua will lose to Andy Ruiz Jr. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not. Anthony Joshua sparks Andy Ruiz in a rematch. In my opinion, Andy Ruiz is selling his belt by going to Saudi Arabia. The guy asked for more money. He got more money. And he's about to give the belts back. Not because he's really selling the belt, even though he's asking for more money, but I still feel like he's not the better fighter. He doesn't have the best power in the heavyweight division. I think Joshua wasn't there mentally. This is why Joshua lost the fight. Lennox Lewis was right. It was a mental thing. You know, I'm a boxer myself. I've been in the ring with guys that I know for a fact I can beat. But because my mind was on other things, I went in there and looked bad. And these guys outpointed me. Amateur boxer. But these guys outpointed me because my mind was on other things. That's what happened with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua himself admitted it. He said, I was thinking about Deontay Wilder when I was fighting Andy Ruiz. The same thing happened to me, so I know what Joshua is talking about. I can relate to that. People that don't box can't relate to that. They can't understand what Joshua is saying when he says his mind was focused on Deontay. Remember, Deontay Wilder had just knocked out Dominic Breazeale. Joshua was supposed to go in there and put on a spectacular performance too. His first time in the U.S. His mind was on something else. He wasn't focused. And then Andy Ruiz, he already has fast hands. And he hit Joshua on the back of the head. And then that was all she wrote. He didn't viciously knock out Joshua. The ref stopped the fight. But we'll see if Joshua is mentally ready. Ruiz doesn't see 5 rounds. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this.